Joining us now for another segment of In the Legal Know is Vincent J. Russo, and today we are talking about powers of attorney. Thank you for being here. Let's start with the basic. What is a power of attorney?
Okay, and I'm really excited to be here. This is a really important topic.
It is.
So, a power of attorney is a legal document that allows you to appoint another person to be able to step in and make financial decisions for you. So that's simply a power of attorney.
Okay. Why is it important?
Okay, it's really important because if you lose the ability to manage your financial affairs, no one has the legal right to step in and make financial decisions for you, pay your bills. It doesn't matter how long you've been married, how much you love your spouse or your children. They don't have the legal right to step in. You have to appoint someone in this legal document.
Really?
Yes.
I really thought, spouses had that power for each other. I had no idea.
Well, they may think they do.
Yeah, they sure do.
All right, but we take what's happened with COVID in the pandemic, and individuals went into the hospital for 3 weeks, and thank God, hopefully they came home. During that 3-week period, who's paying their bills? Who's managing their assets if they have assets in the stock market? So there are a number of decisions that we make every day, and we don't think about it. But if we weren't able to do it, if we were incapacitated, then what happens?
What are, okay, I designate somebody to have my power of attorney.
Right.
What can they do, if I can't make these decisions myself?
Okay, so that person you're appointing is called the agent. And the document actually outlines what they can do. So in New York, we have what's called a statutory durable power of attorney, which outlines a list of powers. So in the simplest terms, anything you could do today, you would want to put into your power of attorney to allow your agent to do it. Pay bills, invest your assets, sign tax returns, Medicaid planning if necessary, if someone went into a hospital or a nursing home. So it's a very powerful document. Now, you're not giving up the right to make your own decisions. You're just enabling someone else. So it's very important to think about, who do I trust?
Right, right.
Because that agent, I'm putting my life in their hands.
Can you just name one person, one agent, or more than one?
Great question. You can name one at a time, so you can name child A, and as a backup, you can have child B. Or you can name child A and B at the same time. If you name more than one, then you have to say in the document whether they can act separately or they can act jointly. Okay,
so you can name one,
right,
or they can work jointly, right, but you can have a backup. Is that it too?
No,
agents?
you can go on and on and on in the document.
Wow.
And I'm a big fan of backup, like backing up your computer, right? All that data. So it's always good to have a contingency plan. If you have family members or trusted friends that you're comfortable putting them in that position, then go ahead and name them.
I think that's so important because I don't think a lot of people know that. I think they name that, the one person as their power of attorney. They don't know to, or at least, put in backups. Okay, so are there different types of powers of attorney?
Now we're going to get more complicated.
You always do for us, so thank you, because you're the expert.
So I'm going to talk about three different types real quick. One is a durable power of attorney. Durable is really important. Everyone should have a durable power of attorney, which means it lasts for your entire lifetime unless you terminate it. So when you have a power of attorney, we think about, well, when would we use it? We would use it when we're incapacitated. If it's not durable, the power of attorney terminates. When it's durable, it continues even after you become incapacitated. So you always want to have a durable power of attorney. Statutory versus non-statutory. So depending on what state you live in, you have to follow the laws of that state. And in New York, we have a statutory power of attorney, which means if we follow the law, the form that's been created under the law, then we know it's valid and it will be followed. So we always want to use a statutory form if the state has a statute. all right? And then springing power of attorney is a power of attorney that's not effective when you sign it. It becomes effective at some later event, such as you're incapacitated. That's a problematic kind of document because someone has to decide when that trigger occurs. So I'm not a big fan of the springing power of attorney.
What fan are you? Which
All right.
power of attorney? I'm walking into your office and say I need a power of attorney. Which one should I get?
Real straightforward here. It's very simple. A statutory, durable power of attorney.
Oh, so they're combined.
Yes.
Not just a durable or a statutory.
Right.
There's a combined.
Correct.
Okay, and you were telling me earlier, you have to know the laws of your own state. It varies from state to state?
Yes. So see and experience the state planning or elder law attorney to make sure that you have the right document. So for example, in New York, we have a new law coming in June. There's going to be a new form. The last time the law changed was in 2010.
Wow.
So you don't want to go on the internet and get an old form,
okay,
and then modify it because you always want to expand the powers. You want to make sure you're doing it the right way.
Okay. At what age should somebody get a power of attorney?
All right.
You're scaring me here.
Remember the American Express commercial? Don't go home without it.
Yes.
So age, once you are of legal age, so
Wow.
18 in New York. So think about all those kids that went off to college, all right?
Yeah.
And then if they became incapacitated, God forbid, a car accident, or if it was COVID related, and someone had to step in and make financial decisions, once they're 18, you don't have control over your kids anymore.
Wow, this
in
is
New York.
so important to know because I don't think a lot of us know to get it that early.
Yes.
And what kind. And you have to come back in June to update us on the law for here in New York.
Great, will do.
Thank you so much. A lot
All
to
right.
digest. I hope everyone was taking notes.
Yeah, we packed it in.